Hey Scotopians, OhManDan here. Welcome to Scotopia. Well, today I'm going to attempt to do a comparison of all these scooters. Um, Not all of them individually, but I'm going to pick which ones kind of should be compared against each other, like the X1 and the X2 on the DTX. We'll do that. Then this Apollo Phantom and the NanRobot, which are the specs are just like so similar. So you'll find out which one of those are, probably your best pick. The King and the Warrior. All right, and so let's get into it. All right. Okay, so I'll start with this baby here. This Phantom and the NanRobot D6 Plus are very, very similar. Very similar. The D6 Plus is a 52 volt, 26 amp hour battery, and the Phantom is the same. This thing is a 52 volt, um, 52 volt battery with a 23.4 amp hour. All right, and they have so much in common. So it's only right to compare the two. All right, I can tell you what I like about them and the differences that impress me the most. One of the things I like about this Phantom is that the Phantom it's the newest, so the technology is newer and more current, right? So it has certain features on it that no scooter has. I have to really commend Apollo for stepping outside the clone machine and literally creating their first in-house production scooter, which is what I call the unfathomable Phantom, which in plain English means impossible possibilities. So this thing kind of defies a lot of odds, right? So I like the proprietary hex display, although this one is kind of it's missing something, so you can't see it in the daytime. So Chris tells me that there's something that goes on top of it, but I never found it in the box. It's never been there. So in the daytime you can't see the display. Has key lock. Has some wide handlebars. The brakes are mechanical. Wah, wah. I hate them. Hydraulic brakes are just they are smoother modulation. You get easier and better stopping capacity. All right. Has a stem lock that goes right here in the footrest that you're able to carry your scooter more easier. I think this stem is 51 inches, which is crazy. And that's from the ground. This one here is 38 inches from the deck, and I don't have my tape measure. 38 inches from the deck, and I think it's, well, I'm not even going to guess what from the ground, but 38 inches from the deck. All right. I love the beefy grips that come standard. The stem is a dual reinforced stem with dual aluminum reinforced stem. I love the folding mechanism on here. It's a 3-point safety folding mechanism that allows you to, and it's a clamp, like a C-clamp type of folding mechanism, but you have the safety pin, You have the collar, you know, this collar that swings around, and then you have the latch. All right. You have the C with your arms, your control arms, and then you have quad spring suspension on this Apollo Phantom. Quad spring suspension allow me, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and all of them are adjustable. So you get really good comfort on this ride. This Apollo, it has 10 by 3 inch. These are road tires, and the deck, the deck is quite small. It's 8.5 inches wide. It's 20 inches long and 7 inches of clearance from the ground. Yeah, you know I got size 14 shoe, so that gives you an idea what's going on with my foot. I like this solid footrest. All right, got a real solid footrest, but a cheesy kickstand. Yeah, for real. But on this, so on the NanRobot, it's really impressive. I'm kind of impressed by the NanRobot. You know, this thing has, well, you know, I've changed a few things. I love the high deck. I love the size of the deck. It's like sickening. You know, this deck is 10 inches wide, all right, 23 inches long, and 9.5 inches ground clearance. You can off-road it. It also has the C control arms, and it's also has spring coil suspension, but there's 1 and 1. They're both adjustable. 38 inches on the stem height, pretty solid. It has a knob C clamp, and it's pretty secure as well. So, and then this one has the 52 amp 52 volt 26 amp hour battery. You have a pretty solid footrest. The mud flaps are pretty cool. They go all the way back. You know, you don't get anything on. This mud flap right here, which actually is a tire hugger. Most people have the problem with spray or water coming through this hole because of I even adjusted it, but it doesn't go up any further. All right. Both of them are pretty close in range, and you know, sort of, you know. So, well, let's talk about the motors. This one right here has 2,000 watt motors, and then this one has two 1,200 watt motors. All right. On this one, on the NanRobot, you're able to, I want to say, technically it says 40 miles per hour. Technically, this one says 38 miles per hour. You know what I got? 42 miles per hour. 42 miles per hour on both. Okay. Now, the thing that I like with this one is no stem wobble. This one's stem wobble. At you get to 41, 42, stem wobble, and so that's never a good thing. They both weigh 77 pounds. All right. The minimum range on this one is 32 miles. The max range is 40 miles on this NanRobot. Okay. With the Phantom, you got your minimum range is 25 miles, maximum range 40 miles. All right, on the Phantom. What else? I got the off-road tires on here, 10 inch on that, 10 inch by 2.5 on those off-road tires. Okay. The controllers on this is two 25 amp controllers on the Phantom. You got a 300-pound load capacity. All right. And like I said, this one's 77 pounds in its weight. Both of them come with turn signals. Both of them have all of this. One comes with a headlight, pretty impressive headlight, turn signals, horn. This one does not come with a horn. All right, but it has headlight, turn signals, has a thumb throttle. The thumb throttle has latency, so there's a lag in the thumb throttle. I don't know why Christendom gave me this 52 volt. They know I'm a power scooter guy. Why you give me a 52 volt? I think the 60 volt would kind of be more impressive in terms of performance. But this is impressive because it got 40. It got more than the manufacturer stated of 38 miles per hour. Okay, and this one got more than the manufacturer stated of 40 miles per hour. I think the difference is this one has steel wobble and this one doesn't, out of the box. So, but this one has a bigger deck, higher deck. You know, this one has a little deck. You know, I think it would have to be a personal preference on these two because I still love my NanRobot D6 Plus, but I love this one too. And one of the things about this one is I really feel comfortable riding this around the city, like just cruising slow with, you know, family, friends, you know, and knowing that I can still keep up with traffic. It's a mid-range performance scooter. They're both mid-range performance scooters. Both excellent machines. So that's the mid-range, right? Okay, what about the Cobble Wolf King and the Cobble Wolf Warrior? All right, so the Cobble Wolf King, did I talk about the power on these? I think I did, but if I didn't, then the power on this one here with the two 1200 watt motors gives you right about 3200 watts max power at peak. The peak on the NanRobot gives you 3000 watts peak. They're just both so close, you know, they're both so close. It boils down to like preference, you know, like what a person's preference is, because they both can kind of keep up with each other. This one might beat this one on some parts of the terrain, and that one might beat this one on some parts of the terrain. So I like the fact that, you know, this one is the newest thing out right now. Its frame is kind of small, and you know me, since I'm a big dog, like this one can have, it says 330 pounds of load capacity. This one's 300 pounds of load capacity, but I think you have to be less. All right. So the King and the Warrior. Of course, you know the King is the newest variant. It's their 72 volt, but it's 28 amp hours. This is the 60 volt, and it's 35 amp hours. People are doing comparison tests and things, and they're just both so close. Even on the range, they're within 2 to 3 miles of range. This one is a 5,400 watt scooter. This one is a 6,720 watt scooter. This one has two 1,500 watt motors. This one has two 1,200 watt motors. All right. And you know, they got the same tires, the same build, the same frame, the same folding locking mechanism, same handlebars. You know, I've made some changes on this one and that one because they don't come with turn signals. The brake light is, so I had to work on that as well. Added another turn switch another switch for the turn signals, the lights and all of that literally lights up. Added fingerprint readers to both. They both come with the mini motors, eye displays. They both have hydraulic brakes. Now this has the 140 millimeter rotor. This has the 160 millimeter rotor. They're both Zoom, but surprisingly, man, the brakes on this one was actually better than that one. You know, so that 160 millimeter rotor actually made a difference. All right. The deck is, I guess on the deck on both of them is pretty much the same. You know, you have 20 inches in length, 9 inches in width, and 8 inches clearance from the ground. So the thing I really like is the dual pole stem. Everybody knows OhManDan loves the dual pole stem. The dual pole stems are just stable, man. They add a level of stability. Plus you have the aluminum forged framing all the way around on both of these. 11x4 tires, tubeless pneumatic, which you see a pattern. I like tubeless pneumatic tires, right? Same tires are on the Storm. But the comparison on the two is on range, you get probably 2 or 3 miles more on this one than you would on this one. The speed, this one beats this one in speed. Some people say it's close, but it's not as close when I've done them. It's, you know, I probably get about 8 to 9 miles per hour faster on this one than that one. Okay. What else? I think that's it. Let's see. This one's 105 pounds. This one's 102 pounds, the weight. Both of them has a 330 pound load capacity. So, both of them have 40 amp controllers. And, you know, and so that's this puppy's here. So you got to make that choice. Now on the Dualtron Storm, man, that thing is it's a trip because it's in a class all its own, really. It's, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. You got 6,640 watts of peak power. And it has a 72. It's another 72 volt Dualtron, 72 volt, 31.5 amp hour battery with about 2,260 watt hours. And it's a LG battery pack, but it's removable. That's incredible. It's a removable battery pack in the Dualtron Storm. It has a unique double folding mechanism, the way that it operates, and it's pretty secure. It locks in, and you get no shake or wobble in that locking in. Did I say NanRobot had nut brakes? It does have nut brakes, which this one has mechanical brakes. I just jumped over, right? But I didn't mention it, so I want to mention it. And then, so back to the Storm. And so the Storm It's has a 330-pound load capacity, just like these other ones. Um, it weighs 102 pounds. 102 pounds. And the max speed I've gotten on that is about 53 miles per hour. 53 miles per hour. All right. Um, what else? 160 millimeter rotors, but they're the thicker ones. They're the thicker ones. And so the stopping on it is incredible. I got a dead stop on that of 5 feet. So um, quite impressive. Quite impressive. What else? I think that's it on the Dualtron Storm. Your charge ports are on the top of the deck. Has an amazing lighting system. You have the RGB lights up and down the stem. You have lights on the control arms. You have lights on the side of the deck. You have your turn signals, brake lights that flicker, a robust kickstand. Very, very, very nice. It's kind of tricky. I think when you're taking this thing up to about 53 miles per hour, you do have road wobble on certain road conditions, and so the stem wobble. So you may have to get you a steering damper. All right, all right. So let's go to the behemoth. The behemoths. Actually, my favorite scooter is this puppy here, the Dualtron X2. All right. These are monster scooters. All right, just amazing scooters. Both of them are. You One of them is $7,000. One of them is $6,000. The newest one is $7,000. The difference in the two is the battery. The battery in the two is a 72 volt lithium ion battery, and it's got the 40 amp controllers, two 40 amp controllers. All right, and this one is a 60 volt. Now the stem battery changed though. The stem battery is 60 volts in the stem for the X1, and I think it's 3 amp hours. Yeah, 60 volt, 3 amp hours. You have these buttons on the side that control your lighting, but they changed it in the 2 and put a 12 volt, which is actually better. It lasts better. It's more. It works better with the whole system. That 12 volt battery system that they put in the stem has a tremendous light that comes with the X. Has the push knob, stem locking folding mechanism. I like to put the permanent bolts in to lock it in permanent, so I don't have to fold it down. And both of them come with steering dampers. You really don't need them. I rode it without and with the steering dampers, but just put them on there because I've taken them up some pretty good speeds. This one I've taken it to 50 miles an hour, and this one I've taken it 59, 60 miles an hour. This one right here, man, is really. I don't put the seat on this one. I keep the seat on that one. I do this one kind of sporty. You have a 13-inch, 13-inch by 5 tubeless pneumatic tires, and which is it's incredible in its own right, right? The deck on both of these are 22 inches long, 14 inches wide on that one. This one is a little bit narrower, it's 13 inches wide. And so this one you have the 60 volt, 49 amp hour. What else? You have the motorcycle grade suspension, which makes this thing ride so smooth, so very smooth. Um, what else? Nut brake system. The nut brakes is, in my opinion, way better than Zoom. Of course, I'm really on the Magura. You know, I like the Magura brakes. And they got real beefy kickstands. Both of them have this one is supposed to be a metal kickstand. This one was more like plastic, or some kind of hard plastic. Right. The lighting system is incredible, especially on the newest one. You have the RGB lighting that is just it's nice, you know. It's nice. And that's pretty much it. You know, I think that's it. You know, I've added fingerprint readers to those because they don't come with keys. So, but that's it. You know, I wish I had the Ryan here. Oh, let me shout out. So this one here, you want to get this, you reach out to my very reputable, very good vendors and distributors and manufacturers. And that's Apollo Scooters. They're in Canada, but they ship also from Fluid Free Ride in Miami, Florida. You know, so you can hit my guy Julian over there in Florida, or Chris and the crew over in Apollo. All right. So that's if you want to get you a Apollo Phantom. NanRobot. Check with my man Dale over at Road Runner Scooters, and he'll take care of you on the NanRobot. The Wolf Warrior. I got this and this one from Voro Motors, but I have another Wolf Warrior that I got from Fluid Free Ride. So Fluid Free Ride and Voro Motors for your Wolf Warrior, the Wolf King, Voro Motors. All right, Voro Motors is the only place in America that you'll get the Cobble King in America. All right, the Dualtrons, all of the Dualtrons, even my Thunder at the house, is Mini Motors USA. Mini Motors USA. John and Cooper over there. That's where I got these from. So that's it. You know, so make sure you all subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share them, comment, tap that bell so you can stay up to date on all the latest e-scooter trends, improvements, news, and the biggest, baddest, hottest scooters in the land. I'm OhManDan. I'm out.